Alright then, one last bit of recording today. Another 4 laps of the Southern 100 circuit, but this time it's backwards because it's the Castletown road race. Another new bike, Yamaha. I've only ridden red and black bikes so far, I think, so let's go for a blue one. Mix things up, make it exciting and interesting. Do my fucking color coding that I have to do every time. Skip straight to the race because qualifying just takes up time and I don't really need to do it because I can win anyway. As long as I choose the right bike. And the sidecars, I'm pretty sure, are all the same in terms of performance, pretty much. So I should be alright to just be able to just take a sidecar and win, because that's what I've been doing so far, and that's what I should be able to do again if I have any ounce of skill at this game in me, and I know that I do because I've been playing it pretty much my entire life. And I'm going to prove that I've been playing this game for pretty much my entire life by just bumping straight into the first wall that I see. That's what the pros do, just in case you didn't know. Actually, in terms of this game, I don't have a lot of practice with the sidecars. And that's because my dad scared me out of driving. Well, fuck me. I expected to just scrape along the wall a little bit, or the hedge. I didn't expect that. Alright, well, I've got some catching up to do. Yeah, my dad scared me out of playing with the sidecars when I was a kid, because he always said they were the most difficult part of the game, and I mean, they are. I think they're the hardest to get around corners, definitely. And with the TT course, fuck's sake. Well, that's really just proving my point. With the TT course, corners are 99% of the track, pretty much. So if you've got a bike that's difficult to corner on, and you're trying to attack the TT at any kind of speed, especially if the brakes make it go drag to one side like they do on a sidecar. Well, I don't know why I accidentally looked behind for a second, but at least I didn't crash. Yeah, when you got a bike that acts funny like a sidecar does, then it becomes a little bit difficult. I actually don't know. I ran over that guy. I don't know if there are sidecars in Real Road Racing Championship, the sequel to this game. He's gone for a walkie. And so have I. Luckily, the sidecars have a reverse gear. But I've lost a load of time having to do that. All over the road. Jesus Christ. I need to get it together. Yeah, every time well, you might have been able to see it from well, he kept it in a straight line that time, but as you saw from the last corner, when you hit the brakes a little bit wrong on one of the sidecars, they really do like to go walkies. And when you're a kid that doesn't really understand being delicate with the controls, that becomes a little bit difficult to deal with. So, I pretty much just rode 125s in this game for the entirety of my childhood, until I branched out way more recently into increasingly bigger bikes. And now that I'm playing the game, I'm actually riding I'm riding liter bikes capably and winning races on a sidecar. I mean, there's some pretty fucking stiff competition in terms of the sidecar racing. But at least I'm winning. So there's always that. Sidecars are also a lot slower than all the other bikes, which makes them easier to deal with until it doesn't. And you end up spread eagle, like, well, I think by now we should all know the comparison I was going to make. So I won't even bother with making it. But yeah, not a lot. There's not a lot of gameplay out there for TT Superbikes Real Road Racing Championship. You know, most of the time when you search it up, you just get results for this game, which is not TT Superbikes Real Road Racing Championship. It's TT Superbikes Real Road Racing. I think in America it was Suzuki TT Superbikes, because there's a great big picture of a Suzuki on the front of the game. But there's more bikes in here than Suzuki's, honest. I mean, I'm riding a Yamaha right now. So if that doesn't prove anything, then I don't know what does. Okay, now here's a question that I've just thought of, because at the time of recording, Test Drive, well, he used to be Test Drive 426. For fuck's sake. He used to be Test Drive 426, but now he's just Test Drive. Finished his Let's Play of PGR4. He's actually finished a Let's Play on all 4 PGR games, which is, you know, pretty cool. I have all 4, and I'm planning to play all 4. But, you know, I've got some other stuff planned to do before that. Well, I'll get on it, definitely. Shit, I left braking way too late again. Every time. Because the brakes on this bike, on the sidecars, are way worse than any of the solos. But I've learned my lesson now. So I should be able to do these last 2 laps without any more crashes. Is the plan, as I talk about PGR4. Anyway, the point is, he finished PGR4. You know, well done. He didn't do the arcade mode. This game has an arcade mode as well. And I want to know if I should play through that as well. Because most of the arcade mode is just, you know, at least the bigger races in the arcade mode, just do 1 lap of the TT course, which I can handle. Or it's like beat a time in this sector, which I could probably do. Unless it's like the, I can't remember what it's called. The learning thing, the testing. Once I get out of this race, I'll show you what I mean. But if the times are stupid, like on them, they should still be mostly passable, because there's only one. I'm gonna call them license tests. There's only 1 license test that I couldn't beat on this game. You know, and I still got silver on that one, and I was stupid close to getting gold, but I just couldn't make it happen. So I should be able to beat the arcade mode, is what I'm saying. I just want to know if that's something that I should bother doing, or if I should just do the Mad Sunday event, which comes at the very end of the arcade mode. I might start out doing the Mad Sunday event, and then in that video I'll be like, oh, does anyone want to see, do we want to do the rest of the arcade mode? And if we do want to do the rest of the arcade mode, then I'll do the rest of the arcade mode. But if no one wants to see the rest of the arcade mode, then I won't do the rest of the arcade mode. That sounds like a good plan, good solid plan. I could get down with that. So I will get down with it. I'll do that. Very last thing on this game that I do will be the Mad Sunday, and then if that turns out not to be the very last thing in this game that I do, it's because I'm finishing the... God damn it! I said, oh, I learned my lesson, I'm not going to do that again, and then the very next lap I do exactly the same thing. Unbelievable. The AI must be doing really bad to be 20.5 seconds behind. Actually, when this video goes up, should be the first episode of Gran Turismo 2002 Tokyo Geneva going up, and that's basically license tests of the game. So, I mean, really, I shouldn't be complaining too much about license tests right now, because I've got that to do. Will the first episode of that be going up today? Because I don't think it will. I feel like the first episode of that will have gone up last week. I'm trying to figure out the scheduling now. No, the first episode of that should have gone up last week, yeah. If I'm doing the maths right in my head. But if it didn't, then, you know, we already knew I was a retard, so we don't need to worry about that. You've learned nothing, is basically what I'm trying to say. Right then, last little bit of track, and I'm done for today. Got the sidecars caught up with all the solo categories, so now I just need to go through the Expert Gold Cups for everything, and then I'll be done with the introductory stage of the game. The only bit I've ever known. So it'll be an exciting step up to do the Manx Grand Prix. So I've never done it before, apart from to test one or two things. One or two tiny little things. Won't that be a ride, if you will? Milestone 2015. Alright, job done. Ah, Christ, I'm not feeling so hot right now, so I'm going to sign off real quick. But by license tests, what I meant was... I'm going to skip the podium celebrations. By license tests, I meant the Castrol Masterclasses. So next week will be the 400cc Arai Expert Gold Cup. Alright, good. I don't have a thank you for watching kind of thing, because I don't believe in saying that. I'm just going to hurry up, because I need to